The first thing we're going to do is we're going to go to canva.com and we're going to use our school Google account to log into canva.com. Once inside the Canva homepage, we're going to go to the top right and we're going to click Create a Design and then choose Poster. That's going to open us up with a new blank document. You'll be able to see a bunch of different tools on the left in the toolbar, and you'll see your document on the right. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to add a block of text to show the title of my club. I'm going to be making a gardening club. So I can just add a heading, or I can scroll through a bunch of different styles and choose one that kind of has the vibe that I want for this poster. Next, I'll add a couple different blocks of text. You can see that they're organized by side, heading, subheading, and body text. So the Canva program is already building in the hierarchy of information by making some text bigger and some text smaller, depending on how important it is. Now that I have some of my basic text in, I'm going to go to unsplash.com and I'm going to try to find a photograph that will support my poster. So I can again click login and join with my school Google account, and then I'll be able to browse through pictures. Once I'm in Unsplash, I'm going to look up the word gardening and search around and see if there's a picture I'd like to use in my poster. I found a picture that I like, so I'm going to click on it. I'm going to click the download button and the download free version, and it's going to download a file into my Google Drive. I'm going to click show in folder so I can go see where it actually saved. And surprisingly, it doesn't save to my downloads folder. It saves right into the My Drive area. So I want to remember that when I'm bringing that picture into Canva. Back in Canva, I'm going to click on Uploads and I'm going to click Upload Media. It's going to ask me, what do you want to upload? And I'm going to choose from my device, and I'm going to go back to my drive where that photo from Unsplash downloaded itself to. Now I can click on my image and I can put it into my poster. Now that I have my image and most of my important information into my poster, I'm going to play around with formatting. I'm going to change the background color. I'm going to play around with the type, play around with the size and location of each of my elements, and maybe even add in a few different illustration elements. You can see that Canva actually suggests some of the colors that are in my photo to help making choosing colors easier. So next I'm going to click on elements and I'm going to look around and see if there are any illustrations or drawings that would look cool. I think some additional plants to add some layers to my plain green background could be cool. I'm just typing in the word plants and I'm going to see what I get. I find one that I like, I drag it over to my image, and I want to change the color of it. I think it would look much better if it was a white background or a white plant on a green background, and keep the whole thing looking light. Once I have one that I like, I can copy and paste that and rotate them and add a couple in a couple different areas of my poster. Now that I've got my plants roughly where I want them to be, I'm going to adjust my layers. I want my plants to be all the way in the back, behind my photograph and behind my text. So I'm going to click on each one and I'm going to click position and I'm going to go down to send to back or send backward so that all of my plants end up in the very back. I'm also not really happy with the color of the garden club. The turquoise, I feel like it just doesn't really go with the rest of it. So I'm going to click on the word effects and I'm going to figure out exactly what kind of text effect would look the best with my plant green and white plant background. Next, I'm going to select all of the things on my page, my text and my picture. I'm going to click position again, and I'm going to go down to align and I'm going to click the word center. And what that's going to do is make all of those pieces that are selected center themselves to each other. The last thing I'm going to do is I'm going to click the word download and I'm going to save it to my Chromebook. Now I have a PNG file that I can share with anyone and I can turn into Canvas or Google Classroom. When I click show in folder, you can see that Canva puts the image into my Google Drive as well, and it's called Garden Club after the biggest piece of text in my file.